This is James Holder for IFL TV. I'm in central London today. With me, I've got Lay Em Out Lewison. What's happening here? You all right?
I'm good. Thanks.
I'd say it's a little while since we caught up. We've done an interview not so long ago. The sound messed up. And it was probably, in my opinion, one of your best interviews I've had out of you, you know?
It's just my luck at the moment, innit? Nothing seems to be going right. I turn up for a fight, can't get a fight. Fights get called off. Do an interview, sound don't work. It's just the luck I'm going through at the moment.
What happened then? You was due to fight Moses Matuvu in Brighton a couple of weeks back. The weigh-in went ahead. The fight didn't. Tell me about it.
Basically, what had happened was I think the limit for heavyweight was 14.4, and he weighed in at exactly 14.4 with his clothes on. So the official was saying they're not going to allow it because he's not genuinely a heavyweight, then because he's weighing in with his clothes on at the minimum weight. So basically, that's what happened.
Quite a mad situation. Like, I know Moses Matuvu quite well, and I've seen him fight a heavyweight numerous times, and he's always conducted himself and put on a good show. I wouldn't say he's looked out of his depth at any time, you know.
Well, like I'm saying, I'm beginning to think it's a witch hunt against me, mate. 'Cause I don't know. I'm just having such bad luck at the moment. That fight never happened. The fight before that on the Steve Goodwin show never happened. Then McDermott pulling out now. It's just, I just ain't having no luck.
Does things like that kind of get you down, or do you have to reboot yourself and remotivate yourself to get back in the gym and keep on in the gym, knowing that things haven't been working out as you would have them?
Yeah, when things like that happen, it's like that's when I genuinely want to go to McDonald's and just buy everything on the menu. You just get pissed off and you just get unmotivated. You just don't want to do anything and just lose focus. And times like that is when you should stay and remain focused, because those are the times when you genuinely do put on the weight that you shouldn't put on. But it's hard, it is, because mentally you're just deflated and you just don't feel like doing anything.
What does Don Charles say to you to turn around that kind of attitude? What words would he say to you?
No, but he's always going to offer them words of inspiration and try and lift me up and make me feel better about the situation. But the fact of the matter is, he can do that when he's there. When he's not there, you're on your own. And when you're on your own, that's when you're feeling how you're feeling. And when you're on your own, that's when you're in control of what you're putting in your body. And it's like, if I'm on my own and he's not there, he ain't going to know I'm eating a double cheeseburger or a Big Mac or whatever. So it's like, he can do what he can when he's there. But it's a matter of having the self-control and the discipline to know that when he's not there, or when someone else in your team isn't there, that you're still doing what's need to be done to remain focused.
It's a shame that these fights haven't come off for you, because I know you've been probably the most dedicated I've seen you in a long time, working your focus and just keeping yourself kind of on the level, you know. So, as I said, it's a shame it's panned out as it has.
Yeah, it is a shame, because at the end I was looking forward to the John McDermott fight myself, but as it happened, he pulled out with an ankle injury. But who knows? I genuinely don't know. Unless he's broken it, how on earth does it take a month for an ankle injury to heal? So unless it's broken or really and truly sprained or fractured or whatever, I can't see how it would take a whole month.
What Steve Goodwin said to you throughout this period, is he obviously going to try and make the McDermott fight again, or are you going to write that off and push on from here? What's the deal?
Well, my understanding of the situation at present is it's been called off, and he's got until, I think, February the 23rd or something like that to defend it against me for the English. If he doesn't, he'll get stripped. So we've got until February, so we'll just see what happens.
So you're going to be dormant, and I take it till February, or are they going to try and get you a fight before then? What's the deal?
Well, I genuinely don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. 'Cause in my situation as it is here and now, I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I think the plan and the situation will be that I'll just wait for February, but I genuinely don't know.
Today we see Anthony Joshua kind of headlining the prize fighter show, the UK versus USA. You watched his first couple of fights, and if so, what do you make of him?
Yeah, I watched him. I think he's done very well so far, because he stopped Paul Butling where other people have taken him rounds. He fought Paul Butling in his last fight. I think fought Dorian Darch bench point with him. Before that, he fought a few other people. He fought Larry Olabamiwa and went 8 rounds with him. So those are the names I can think of off the head. So for him to stop him in the manner in which he did, in the round he did, in the early rounds he did, it shows that he is a genuinely good fighter, and he is doing what he's doing, and he's doing it very well.
Big draw for the prize fighter, obviously, along with Michael Sprott. Man needs no introduction, James Toney. I see yourself meeting him today and spending a little bit of time with him and that. Is that a good moment for yourself?
No, it is, because at the end of the day, the man is a living legend, irrelevant of what his record shows in the last 5 years or 2 years of how and what he's done, in the sense of like how many he's lost in the last 5 years or last 2 years even. The man is genuinely a living legend. and there aren't many of them, it's still participating in the sport of boxing at present. The only living legend that you'll say in the sport is probably Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, and James Toney. Other than that, there are no genuine living legends still boxing, and he is one of them. So if you get a chance to meet someone like that, it is inspirational and it is a good thing to do, because to meet someone like that who is a genuine living legend.
Never been stopped in 88 fights as well. That, to me, that's outstanding. It shows you how tough James Toney actually is, doesn't it?
No, he is tough. He is tough because at the end of the day, he fought everyone when they were in their peak. He fought Roy Jones when he was in his peak. Roy Jones didn't stop him. He fought everybody, and he's never been stopped in 88 fights. So it just goes to show you how durable and how tough he is.
What do you think about the heavyweight division in the UK at the moment, Ian?
What do you mean? What do I think about it?
I'll just ask you, how do you think? What do you think the state of the division is? Do you think it's on the up? Do you think it's on the down? What's going on?
I think, do you know, and this is my personal opinion, I honestly believe at the end of the day, the state of the heavyweight division right now is in dire states in Britain, because at the end of the day, you've got muppets like that Scottish guy, the Highlander, or whatever he calls his name, unbeaten. Then you've got that Dave Howe and stuff like that running around with X amount of fights, with one loss or no losses or whatever, and they're calling themselves the next coming. Come on, mate, they're crap. They fight hand-picked fights. At the end of the day, if you genuinely want to go somewhere, I understand for a few fights you have to go in there where it's more 60-40 in your favour, but there comes a time where at the end of the day in everyone's career, if you want to get titles and if you want to win belts, you've got to go into fights where it's more 50-50, and then after the 50-50 ones, you still got to go into 60-40 where you're going in against the champion. So automatically when you're going in with a champion, it's a 60-40 fight because he has the belt. So it's not a guarantee you're going to win it. Even if it looks on paper, it's a guarantee, because you can't trust that when it goes to points, you're going to get decision. So you're going to have to take on fights like that. But then we've got like Gary Cornish and people like that who aren't willing to do it. Richard Towers, he went in there the other day, lost. At least he made that step. He tried to make that transition, but he didn't come through on it. But the fact of the matter is, he done it, he lost, he failed. You can't floor a man for trying. But you've got them other guys who are out there who are trying to claim that they're the next coming. Then they're standing, they're just fighting bums every other fight. It makes no sense. So where they honestly think they're going to go with a record like 100-0, but yet they fought nobody and they've got no titles to show for it. It's ridiculous.
Would you take on some of the prospects coming through if you was offered them fights in? Was that a fight that you look at, or are you still kind of building and taking fights as they come in yourself?
Do you know, the fact of the matter is, the truth is, I'll fight anyone. Do you know what? It's not important to me no more, because at the end of the day, my O was gone. I've been genuinely robbed on points. My O is gone, so I don't really care no more. Do you know what? I'll fight anyone. Not in the sense that I don't care if I win or whatever. Of course I care, I'll fight to win. But the fact of the matter is, the O is gone, so what do I have to fear now? The fear of losing the O is already upon me. So at the end of the day, I have nothing to fear now. So I'll fight anyone. I'll offer anyone a fight who's willing to fight me. If they're willing to fight me, I'll get in there and fight them.
Listen, I could be a cheap shot and throw in some names and get him to call them out, because I know Ian's is a bit rattled as well at the moment, but I'm not going to do that, because that's not my style. But, you know?
No, and I'll give you my honest opinion. And I'll tell you,
yeah?
I'm willing to fight. I don't mind.
All right. Huey Fury.
I'll fight him tomorrow. Give me 2 hours notice. I'll literally change in the cab on the way over there. I'll fight him. That's not a problem. I genuinely don't see that as a fight that I'd have to train 6, 7, 8 weeks for in a camp. I'll fight him.
Statement in.
Boy, by the end, I'm speaking the truth. You ask me a question, I'll give you the truth.
What about Richard Towers, with him coming off the back of the loss to Big Daddy Brown? Yourself been in inactivity a little while. Do you think that's a fight that could be made now? We know you two don't really get on that well either.
The fact of the matter is, I wanted him when he was unbeaten, because at the end, I wanted to be the one to put that loss on him. But the fact of the matter is, Lucas Brown beat me to it. Without a doubt, I'd fight him as well. That's not a problem.
Just going to come to that. Lucas Brown, what do you make of him?
I think Lucas Brown is very powerful, no doubt about it, but I genuinely believe, I'll beat him. I will beat him. The only thing I'd have to worry about him coming from like the UFC background is that when I knock him down, he don't put me in an ankle lock. But really and truly, I'll fight him. It's not a problem.
I'm going to come down and catch up with you. We're going to do another Electric Avenue piece or something real soon, no doubt. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed that. Thank you for giving IFL TV a bit of time today. As I said, boxing's a tough game. You're not always going to get the luck of the draws, and I hope your luck kind of picks up the way you want it to go, big man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope my luck changes as well. And it's been a good day today at the Prize Fighter 3 heavyweight. So look forward to watching it. People look forward to tune in. So make sure you tune into it. And if you want to win them signed James Toney gloves, follow me on Twitter at Ian Lewison. I'm offering you the competition to win it, or follow me on Facebook, Ian Lewison.
Got to stop giving stuff away. Do you know every amateur trophy or medal or anything this man has ever won is given away? Just literally given away. You got to stop doing this here, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't even have any. I don't have any trophies. Or I don't have anything. All the gloves, shorts, everything I've got signed. I don't have any. I've always given them away.
Too big of a heart. You need to keep that stuff. It's important that your family look back on it one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's, you know, to me at the end of the day, in all honesty, the way I see it, it's just things, isn't it? It's just things. I don't genuinely feel the need to keep them, but if it's a situation where my son or my kids or whatever, they want them, yeah, I'll keep a few for them, but more than as it stands here and now, I'd prefer to just give them away to people on competitions.
Give them to me, I'll look after them for you. You know what I mean? eBay. This is James Helder with Ian Lewison for IFL TV. Thank you very much. Cheers, Ian.
Thank you.